I'm Matilda, and this is my husband Henrik, and this is our 11-meter-long motorhome, a Holiday Rambler Neptune. With our two kids, Manne and Zeke, we're traveling Europe during 2020. Please subscribe and follow our journey.
And I keep you in my heart is where you are. I still think of you.
Quarantine day 10, I think. This campsite's been closed for 12 days though, so 13 days. So the situation here in Spain is really noticeable. There are policemen patrolling everywhere basically, and we're not allowed outside of camp. And yesterday they also had to close down the showers and the toilets due to the fact that everything that stays open. This campsite is allowed to stay open because it's classed as a long-term campsite, but then they have to limit all the interactions between people, and that's included closing down like open spaces like showers and bathrooms where people can meet, like in the hallway. And you're allowed to go outside if you're walking your dog, or if you're going to the grocery store
or pharmacy.
But you're only allowed to go by yourself. You're not allowed to go in pairs, and you're not allowed to take your motorhome to the car or to the car park and go for groceries.
Yeah. And this morning one lady got, like, it's 1 kilometer maybe to the grocery shop, and she got pulled over twice by the cops on a bike. And got asked what she was doing. Yeah,
and that's also what we've been doing. We've taken the trolley at the back of the bike to get groceries, and like there's no problem getting groceries. Like the shop is full. It's fully stocked, and it's really nice and fresh. So no problems there. It's just like the overall feeling, I guess, is really bad. And at the moment we think that Spain will get even worse before this is some sort of over. Who knows? The whole world is hello. The whole world is burning. It feels like it's a really strange situation, and nobody knows how to act in it. We're discussing back and forth our situation and what's safest for the kids and what's safest for us.
Reasoning along the lines of that this is probably not going to be over in a month time.
No.
They're probably going to be locked down in Spain for the whole of April at least.
Yeah.
And we're a little bit worried about the borders. I mean, in Italy, they've now closed all essential, like all workplaces that's non-essential. That's at least what we've heard.
Yeah.
Which means if we wait until the rest of Europe does that, it's gonna be no service driving on the road, or if you even are allowed to drive them.
Yeah, everybody's a little bit freakish and skittery. Yeah. But I mean, here on the campsite,
that's another RV leaving tomorrow. Probably.
Leaving. They're all packed up here, leaving tomorrow. And there's still quite a few cars left here. Like I think there's 30-40 cars still left here. But more and more people are leaving, and obviously that affects us, because if they're thinking that they're safer back home, maybe we should be thinking the same thing. So yeah, that's the current status. Bottom line, it's really noticeable, the situation, and it's also noticeable that everybody here now is taking it really, really seriously, and that everybody also believes that unfortunately it's gonna get worse before it's better.
Yeah. It's a pretty good spot for tonight. The guy here at the camp spot gave us a parking spot just outside the reception. We'll see if we move tomorrow, if we find something better.
We arrived at this camp spot, Camping-Car La Finca, a long-term camp spot with people from all around Europe staying for as long as 6 months at a time. It's situated on the beach outside Tavernes de Valladina Playa, just south of Valencia. We got a really good spot and quickly decided to stick around for another week. So we parked up and had a couple of sunny days hitting the beach, and also had our very first swim in the ocean. We continued to read the news updates daily and worried if and how this would affect us, but still had hope it wasn't going to be this big. At this point and on this campsite, we really felt like we came home. Like this was just the beginning of our Mediterranean journey. The whole trip down here had gone so well. We could park up, slide out and relax in the sunshine. The atmosphere at the camp spot was and have been amazing during our whole stay. Even after the quarantine, everybody's friendly, very helpful and always greets you with the biggest of smiles. On our way to our first campsite party. You ready, Henrik? Oh, he's gone. Manne is ready. He's got his chips with him. Small glass of red wine with me. Ja, jag har med din stol. Okay, so we're just trying to exercise as best as we can while everything's closed down. So I'm doing some intervals, just running to the end of camp that way and then back that way to the end of camp. I don't know, maybe it's like 500 meters. And then I'm just doing some jumping jacks and some squats and stuff like that here in intervals. Just trying to stay active so we don't lose our minds completely. 4, 5, come on. Quarantine day 4, I think it is. It's been raining most of the day, so we actually managed to be outside in the morning, and Manne had a really good play in all the puddles, and he loved that. Otherwise, we've mainly just been inside today. Done some cleaning and some dishes. Not really that different from a normal rainy day. It's just that mentally you know that you're not allowed outside in that way anymore. You're just laying here listening to the sounds of the waves rolling in, but you're not allowed to go to the beach. And I'll be there in a second. And I mean, we really have to respect the government's decision and all that, and we really do, and we think it's good. Hey, Elfling. But I guess it's just a little bit mental. The change is mostly mental now. We're not complaining. We're together, and we're just trying to make the best out of the situation, really. Yeah.
So quarantine day 5. everyone is in good mood here. We can move freely around the campsite. So so we're really fine actually. They closed this site down last Wednesday, so it's over a week now. And since then, a little over half maybe of the RVs has left the site. So it's getting a bit empty. Used to be RVs all over here. And there is like 1 or 2 leaving every day. People have to, I guess, get back to family. Today there were another Swedish couple trying to leave today, but got told off by the cops. So they ended up going back here.
We're also doing our best to be really creative with play for Manne. Today's mission is Manne police. So there's been a crime in that little house over there, and now we're gonna try to solve it and find the missing toys.
Där inne. Kan gå och kolla där.
Quarantine day, what day is it today? Day 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Henrik's doing some fixes up in our media central. Just where
Getting rid of some wires.
yeah, this is just all like where we have all the chargers and all the cables and all the electrical
And
stuff.
everything from the TV and the satellite, which we never use.
Yeah, so
Which
we're
we
just
don't actually know how it works.
yeah, so we're just gonna clean up in there a little bit. Zeke is having a play in the gym. Manne, what are you doing?
En båt.
En båt!
I see.
Bra! And I'm just gonna prep a little bit for tonight's dinner. I've just
Mamma, what is that?
just have some black beans in here that's been soaked overnight, and now I'm gonna boil them up, and then we're gonna do some black bean patties tonight. So small fixes and trixes and reparations and stuff around the car, just trying to get a few bits and pieces done whilst we're here. So, and the finished meal, black bean patty with some tomato salsa and some avocado cream and some carrots and some wraps. What do you think?
Looks delicious.
Good. Let's eat.
Thank you.
Quarantine day 6, and it's been raining a little bit in the morning, but the sun is starting to peek through. So normally we try to have some downtime in the morning, and then we go out in the afternoon after lunch to play a little bit. And our favorite game at the moment is football. Woohoo! Mysigt.
Nej, jag måste ha mina solbrillor.
Ska vi hämta dem? Oh. Kaka. Oj! We're one week into quarantine today. It's Saturday, and last Saturday they closed down the Spanish borders. It's really rainy today. We've been lucky this whole week. We haven't had that much rain and also a little bit of sun. But with the weather, we just decided to have a really lazy day. We haven't even made the bed yet, and Manne is still in his pajamas. Today's plans are just like doing some small fixes in the van, maybe play a video game or two together, watch a movie. I'm gonna pop down to the shops now before the siesta. The food store is still obviously open and really well stocked, but I just wanted to go there early before there's heaps of people in there. So at this point you kind of feel like the weirdo if you're not wearing a mask. Everybody else in the shop is wearing them. So this is my shopping list, some alcohol gel and my mask. They also give you plastic gloves in the store. I'm not sure how much that is helping, but I guess it can't be unhelpful. So off to the shops. The grocery shopping went really well. Like the store is fully stocked and there was heaps of veggies and fruits and meat and freshly baked breads and croissants and stuff. So there's no problem with the food deliveries at the moment. It's just that it's not really that fun to go to the store at the moment. Like nobody's like disrespectful or mean, but it's just like everybody has the same feeling, nobody really wants to interact, and you can just feel the tension in there. Quarantine day 8. It's Sunday today, and it was last Saturday that the Spanish government took the decision of closing down the whole country and do a complete lockdown. We are definitely feeling that things are getting worse. There are more and more cars leaving here. There are still like quite a few left. But obviously that affects us with more people leaving and going home. And at the moment, me and Henrik are talking about doing the same thing. We haven't really decided yet on what to do, but given the current situation and the fact that nothing is getting better, and we're also concerned about, like, if we needed medical attention, what if one of the boys fell over and needed to go to the hospital? We don't really want to go to a hospital right now anyway, so we're being really careful. But if that happened, would we get proper care in Spain? Because all the Spanish hospitals are just jam-packed and they have so much to do. We wouldn't be sure that we would be a priority at the moment. It will be the same in Sweden in a couple of weeks. We don't think that the situation in Sweden has reached its peak just yet. And also the drive back to Sweden wouldn't really be that nice or safe. And like also the drive back home wouldn't be that nice either. Don't pick your nose. It would just be like us staying in the car for as long as it would take us to get home. We're not allowed to stop anywhere except like the resting places along the motorway, because we're driving through Spain, France and Germany and also Denmark, and they're all closed down. So it would basically be us like just driving and not be able to go outside. So we're not looking forward to that, obviously, but if that's the safest way for us to do it, obviously we're gonna do it. We're just gonna have to. It's so big. Just gonna have to power through. And I'm also a little bit concerned with the fact that if something happens to the car, who's gonna help us? Everybody's in lockdown and things are a little bit shaky at the moment. But that's our plans to think this through even further today, and also to yeah, it's pretty much all we talk about now. How we're gonna do and how we're gonna handle this situation that we're in. Yeah, but on a brighter note, it's Henrik's birthday today. It's Daddy's birthday. Yay! So me and Manne, we greet... Ja, vi ska ha tårta. After lunch, me and Manne are gonna bake a cake for Henrik, and we're at least gonna have some celebrations and have some good vibes with that. Day 9, and like our emotions are a little bit all over the place all the time. At some points it really feels you can really feel the stress about the situation, and not just like our situation, but like the whole situation in the world. And at other times we just like to just focus on family, which is the best time.
Manne.
And also focusing on good food, which is really good that we keep eating really good food, lots of fruit and veggies. So we're having a lentil curry stew tonight. It's just cooking away, and there's some rice cooking here as well. So when everything is at its lowest, we just need to remember that we're all here, all four of us together, and we're all okay.
Jag kan ha det.
So with a lot of thinking and a lot of back and forth and a lot of talking and a lot of frustration and quite a few tears, we've decided that it might be best for us to leave and head back to Sweden. It's not something that we want. We are like literally standing on the edge of our dream here. We've come this far, and we're basically gonna do the trip that we did in 2 months in hopefully a week. So we're obviously nervous about that trip too. It's gonna be long days with the kids, and we're all gonna be tired. That's one thing we can handle, but we're also nervous that the car will break down, and it's gonna be hard for us getting help along the way if anything should happen. But as the situation in Spain is going at the moment, we're just not sure if it's going to be safe being here as well. They've just extended the quarantine with another 2 weeks, and we are positive that it's going to last for the whole of April as well. And with the restrictions that we have here at the moment, we're just not sure if this is actually our dream anyway, to stay here and to just basically being restricted to this area. And there's also like a lot of tension going around this, but still it's not an easy decision. Both me and Henrik have been feeling really bad these last couple of days, and it's just really stressful having to take this decision, because every decision now it's just really hard, and we just have to rethink our whole trip basically. But we're not giving up. We're not giving up on our dream and our lifestyle. Our goal is to reach the southern parts of Sweden and see if we can set up camp there somewhere. Sweden still hasn't closed or is not putting quarantine just yet. A lot of things can happen in the week that we're traveling. But we've weighed everything back and forth as much as we could, and I'm not sure if we're any wiser, but what we do know is that in Sweden we'll be closer to friends and family if things turn worse, and we're also closer to Swedish hospitals and stuff if we need any medical attention. We don't really want to go near a hospital as the situation are at the moment, not in Spain, not in Sweden, but at least in Sweden we're citizens, and we can get help if anything happens. So that's our decision for now, and it is really heartbreaking, to be honest. Like, we're here and we managed to get this far, and nothing has turned out the way we wanted. And we're really sad and we're really heartbroken, but we also have a lot of respect for this situation, and that a lot of people have it way worse. But still giving up on your dream that we worked really, really, really hard for. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's really, really tough. But yeah, as I said, we have full respect of the situation. It is something that nobody could have seen coming or spread in this way. It's no fun for anybody, and right now we're just gonna have to think about what will be the best possible outcome in this situation for our family. And as tough as that is, we've decided to leave and head back for Sweden for now.